Well, 2018 is officially over, and my god, what a way to end it. I posted a video less than 2 weeks ago celebrating both 4,000 and 5,000 subscribers because I'd missed the chance to cover them separately, and here we are in the same boat yet again. Happy 6,000-7,000. And honestly, I think I'm going to hold off doing any more of these, but given the fact that it's New Year's, I thought it seemed fitting. For those of you who don't know, I came back to YouTube on January 9th, 2018 after having not uploaded consistently for 5 years, and at that time I had 94 subscribers that had long since become inactive, and things stayed that way until the beginning of May. So ending off that same year with 7,000 subscribers after having 94 7 months prior is very surreal to me, and I just wanted to give a big official thank you to all you guys for your support this past year. And that being said, I feel like the best way to celebrate both the massive increase in viewers as well as nearly a full year of actively uploading would be to walk you guys through my videos in the past year and how specific people I've discussed have responded to my reviews. Especially since a lot of you are new here, and this will kind of give you a good feel for what I do. And oddly enough, despite being a YouTube nobody, a large portion, if not the majority of people I've discussed have found my videos on them one way or another. Sometimes I sent them to them, but still. And will often respond in some way. But these responses have been especially interesting given the fact that my stuff is very sarcastic and not akin to the approach taken by most commentary channels. But whether or not this is a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen, because honestly, I don't really know. Depending on who you ask, the answer could be quite different. So let's do that. Let's see what everyone had to say. Consider this a where are they now type thing in terms of how they chose to reply. And don't worry, if you're new here, I'll fill you into the context surrounding each video I mentioned, because as much as I want you to go and watch my entire backlog for yourself, the fact that you're already watching this self-indulgent retrospective is more than enough on your part. So without further ado, let's begin. I have made 36 channel reviews this year, and if you narrow it down to videos about specific people rather than ones that act as reviews of websites or concepts, that number goes down to about 26. And of those 26, a fair amount of them did respond, I'll tell you that much. So let's make this a game. For every positive response, I'll get 1 monetization status, and for every negative response, I'll grant myself a demonetization. Justin Y style. Demonetization counts as negative, so to make this interesting, if I get an overall negative score, I'll punish myself somehow. I'll even make it multiple choice and put it up to a poll in the community tab, which will be linked in the description. So if I fail, you can vote on how I should be penalized for making shit content. If the poll's in the description, then I lost, so check now if you're impatient and just want to see how you can have a hand in making me miserable. But anyways, let's get going with the game and kick things off from the beginning. Review number 1, Mumkey Jones. Mumkey Jones is a guy whose channel is quite difficult to explain, but it's essentially an edgy satire channel that makes skits. Although it was recently deleted, so if you want to check him out, I'll leave a link to his website in the description. Under that poll, if it's there. I made a review of him, and a day after posting it, I DM'd it to him to see his reaction, and he liked it enough to retweet it out, which resulted in it getting promoted, me gaining my first 1,000 subscribers. Things went quiet between us for a bit until I popped into one of his live streams, and he stated that he liked my content and had already subscribed.
Hey, Just Jargon is here. What's up, Just Jargon? I've been, took me too long to subscribe to you, Just Jargon. I didn't realize how full and rich your channel was. I've really been enjoying all the stuff I've been watching.
Boom, monetized, baby. 1 point for me. Review number 1.5, Social Blade. I know I said I wouldn't be counting reviews of websites, but literally during the filming of that video, the official Social Blade Twitter started following me, which was just a coincidence, but fuck you, I'm counting it anyways. Review number 2, Starters Series Episode 1. This video was made to look like a review of the first episode of an animated YouTube series, but the joke was that I was actually reviewing a test animation that came before the series. This is kind of cheating too, because I personally know the guy who made the series, and I did this as an inside joke for him. So yeah, it's not surprising that he responded just fine, but screw you, I'm counting this one too. Review number 3, Elliot Rodger. I'm still waiting on a response for this one actually. Review number 4, Reactor. Reactor is a satire channel that first specialized in making parody reaction videos and then branched out to parody vlogs and such. I made a review on him, and although he didn't say how he felt about it, he did watch the rough draft of the video and decide to make a cameo in the final version. But I still don't know if he liked it, so... Review number 4 1/5 to 4 4/5. Reviewing 50 subscribers. When I hit 1K, I said I'd review the first 50 people who commented on this video, and while I haven't posted the final part, I don't particularly remember anyone having a problem with my review, and the reception was mostly positive. Well, except for this guy. And now let's move on to this guy, ScourgeFan76.
Yes, a faggot. And I don't think you should subscribe to him. His stuff isn't that good. Like, he just does it for, like, the money.
Okay, this guy's kind of, I mean, again, don't go and harass this guy. I'm like, this, like, I don't know. I don't know quite what to, I was kind of trying to go with it. I mean, I don't know if he's kidding or not, but, like, either way. He wasn't too happy, so I guess demonetized. Fuck. Review number 6.5, Markiplier. He didn't respond, who would have guessed? Review number 8, Ellis Mark Exposes Me. Ellis Mark is a popular commentary channel who I became friends with after my first review, so obviously we declared drama on one another, and this video was a response to a video he made on me. But in it, I essentially dodge all his fake critiques and ignore half of what he says, so he wasn't too happy about it. After addressing various points made in the video, he makes the claim that I am in fact Mr. Rogers.
I have actual evidence which points to not Mumkey, but in fact Jargon himself being the clone of Mr. Rogers.
At first, I thought his accusations were that I was in fact Elliot Rodger, the Isla Vista shooter, but the fact that he said Mr. Rogers clearly proves that this is not the case, as Elliot Rodger's name does not have an S. Review number 9, The Dark Truth Behind ABR. ABR, or Asperger, is a friend of Mumkey Jones who makes music, and my review of him was largely an extension of the first review of Mumkey. He posted a comment but purposely didn't tell me what he thought of it, so I guess I'm just not going to count this one. Review number 11, Butch Hartman. This video was made to sum up my stance on the drama that was going on at the time with Butch Hartman, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, who had been up to some fairly scummy things at the time. And he didn't respond, so I don't know why I bothered to include this one now that I think about it. Review number 12, Staxolotl. Staxolotl is a commentary channel who I reviewed solely because he makes quote-unquote channel reviews as well as me. In the video, I dished out a solid 11 minutes of plagiarism jabs, and he took the beating so well that he's now my go-to punching bag. Review number 9.5, Mumkey Jones Stops a School Shooting. This was a review of a short film starring both Mumkey Jones and ABR, who I mentioned prior, and the joke being that I asked them to star in it and wasn't let in. I, Just Jargon, am making an offer to play Dwayne in your upcoming movie, Mumkey Jones Stops a School Shooting. And then something went wrong. He didn't cast me in the movie. And the only response to the video was a comment left by ABR calling me a snake, so I don't know. I feel like the signals were mixed. Fine. Review number 13, Digibro vs. Turkey Tom. This video was made to respond to something that was happening between Turkey Tom and Digibro. Not even gonna bother talking about this one because Digi didn't respond, and as for Tom, review number 16 and 17, Turkey Tom versus the Storytime animation community. This was made to respond to, capitalize on the drama surrounding Turkey Tom, a popular commentary channel. Specifically, the drama that he was having with the Storytime animation community as a whole. I mostly did it because Tom was under fire and he hadn't really addressed the criticism he was getting, so I decided to interview him myself and structure the review around that. Needless to say, I think he was happy with it, but, it didn't help him one bit, but it's the thought that counts. Review number 14, Andy Tucker. Andy Tucker is a guy who at the time was being accused of being a pedophile from seemingly every channel in existence, and he began using YouTube's copyright system to censor backlash he was getting. I didn't care too much about the situation, but I wanted to see how far Andy Tucker would go. A lot of the reviews he struck used little to no copyrighted material, and some didn't use any. So even if you act as if fair use doesn't exist, Andy was still abusing his power. But I wanted to take it a step further. I wanted to make a video where I didn't even talk about him at all, and see if making a deceptive title and thumbnail alone was enough to get his attention and strike the video without even watching it. Needless to say, I guess I was right. I threw up a video on my shitpost channel that was nothing more than me talking about unrelated things, and it got hit. I'm still waiting for that strike to go away though, but it's on my second channel, so I don't really care. There was little to no personal loss, so as an experiment it was quite fun, but I guess by the logic of this game I have to demonetize myself. Review number 15, Ella Grant. Ella Grant is a moderately popular political commentary channel who I was drawn to watching simply because we have similar senses of humor. Her videos are also very well produced, and for that reason I wanted to talk about her channel humorously while still giving her the props for making good content. So in my review, I talk about her channel for 2 minutes and then go off on a tangent about how traps aren't gay for the rest of the 10-minute runtime. I sent it to her to see what she'd say, and the reception was about as good as I possibly could have imagined. She immediately subscribed, followed me on Twitter, tweeted out the video to her fans, and said she was binging all my other videos that day. It was honestly a really heartwarming experience. I know that's kind of gay way to phrase it, but as I've stated before, traps aren't gay after all. Review number 22, El Hugany. The guy never responded, but I just wanted to say if there was ever a video of mine that I wanted to get more attention, this is it, so if you're gonna go and watch any of these, please have it be this one. Review number 23, please watch this videos. This is a review of a somewhat obscure YouTube trend where people, typically young kids, will make videos to reach out to large channels directly in hopes of collaborating with them. I featured a lot of channels that made these in my video, and to my knowledge none of them responded, but I myself made an ironic please watch this video out of the blue without meaning to tie into the review, so I guess that's something. It doesn't pertain to anything, but I just thought it was funny. Review number 24, Quentin Reviews. Who I will be voting for. Quentin Reviews is a movie review channel who has gotten into a bunch of drama recently, mostly on his own accord. I made 3 videos talking about him, all for different reasons. The first was a 10-second shitpost on Twitter that somehow gained a lot more traction and became more popular than things I actually spend time on, so That's just great.
Saying that every angry gamer is trying to be James Rolfe is like saying that every racist gamer is trying to be JonTron.
You slipped it right in. I can't believe how smart you were for writing that.
The second video was a 4-minute parody of a video by Jello Apocalypse, and the whole thing was created to mock people who inject politics in their videos for no reason with no respect to the opposing side. I used a clip from Quentin's newest video on T-Series, and what I didn't know at the time was that the drama would build up and the T-Series video would become lost media as Quentin deleted it and struck channels that tried to put it back up. With the drama surrounding Quentin starting to build, and given what he said in it, I decided to review the video itself so that people could see what he said in a manner that would fall under fair use. And this was as far as the situation went. Quentin never said anything to me directly, but I was blocked on Twitter shortly after the second of the 3 came out. He also made a lot of vague comments about the channels critiquing him, but these in particular were mostly in reference to LS Mark, Just a Robot, and Manga Common, whose videos were far more impactful in this situation. Although mine did get linked on Quentin's brand new Encyclopedia Dramatica page, which I'm not gonna lie is a bit heartwarming as well because they chose mine over Manga Common, so suck it, faggot. But the response from Quentin was still negative, so demonetized. Review number 44.49, Justin Y. My Justin Y video is the reason I'm able to celebrate 7K right now, so that's part of the reason I'm making this. Because I honestly had no idea that video was going to blow up the way it did. In fact, I more made it as a way to ease new viewers in from the Quentin drama by making the Justin Y video be as indicative of my standard content as possible. And yes, that includes unintentional ear rape. So if you subscribe from that, then pretty good expectation about what's going to come. But that being said, the video itself was an analysis of YouTube's demonetization process, a review of Justin Y, a parody, and all framed with a noir-esque style that served as a direct sequel to a video I made 3 months ago. The response from Justin Y himself, however, was somewhat interesting. He found the video within a few days and commented, then I accidentally deleted his comment while trying to clear out the spam folder, so I made the aforementioned please watch this video to get him to re-comment. And meanwhile, the Justin Y video itself was getting traction since apparently he'd given it a like and his subscribers were finding it. Then it blew up as the algorithm started promoting it, and in the heat of it, Justin Y commented again. Oh wait, I forgot Justin Y is responsible for demonetization. Fuck! Well, there we go. Now go and vote on how I should degrade myself for failing to appease the YouTube somebodies. But in all seriousness, guys, thank you so much for 7K and for a great year of making videos. I hope I can keep providing my typical brand of subpar entertainment for a lot longer, and maybe do one of these next year too if enough interesting stuff happens. But anyways, vote Quentin, hashtag Justin Y for prison, and don't forget to rate 5 stars.
Love it. Keep doing it. Keep it up. Keep it up, bro. You're the best.